A life-threatening condition caused by COVID-19 has pediatric doctors and their patients concerned.
A local family who almost lost their daughter to this disease is talking about it tonight. And your side, Michelle Wolf has more for us. Michelle.
Tom and Anita, it's called multi-system inflammatory syndrome in children, or MISC. It's a condition that started popping up across the country during the pandemic. I sat down with a local mom whose daughter was one of the worst cases of MISC CHKD has ever seen.
This was just something that was like a motherly instinct.
As Taisha Rice looks over at her 11-year-old daughter, Amaya, sketching horses in her notebook, she counts her blessings.
I believe that she has recovered as much as she can.
Amaya contracted COVID-19 at some point between June and July. Amaya was asymptomatic until August 15th. She didn't have an appetite and wasn't feeling well. Rice took her daughter to CHKD's urgent care, where she tested negative for COVID and was sent home.
Once I realized that she was having that fever to 103, no, I wasn't going to let my daughter have a fever that high.
Rice returned to urgent care a few days later, and her daughter was treated for dehydration.
She started declining very fast.
But something wasn't sitting right.
That was just scary as a parent, because when you don't know anything, and you're at the doctor, it's just like you just want answers right then.
Based on motherly intuition, Rice took Amaya to the ER.
By the time we got there, and as fast as she started declining, we didn't have any more time to be anywhere else but there.
Again, she tested negative for COVID, but a blood draw confirmed she had COVID antibodies.
It was just really unbelievable that she had COVID at some point, and I never knew.
The virus caused Amaya to develop MISC. Her organs started shutting down.
It hit her kidneys really hard and her heart. She had very low blood pressures. She had very high heart rate. Is there a cure for this? Is my child going to live?
This is generally not a mild illness.
Dr. Laura Sass specializes in pediatric infectious diseases at CHKD and says Amaya's diagnosis is becoming more common, not just in Hampton Roads, but all over the country.
It's random. Most of the kids that we have don't have any other medical issues. They're normal, healthy kids who may have not even had a recognized COVID infection in the past, who then come in critically ill.
Dr. Sass says that MISC usually presents in children 4 to 6 weeks after a COVID infection. Many of the cases she's seen in the hospital never even knew they had the virus.
So we don't know what specifically about COVID-19 causes this to happen, but it causes the child to have a lot of inflammation in their body.
And if not treated soon enough, can be fatal. Since the pandemic, CHKD has treated 40 cases of MISC, from patients as young as 2 to 18 years old.
Some children are not as sick as others. Some of them do require intensive care unit.
Amaya spent 10 days in the hospital.
Her body took a really hard hit.
And was one of the most critical cases treated at CHKD.
Your whole body is inflamed. So you have kids who can have rash. You can have a hard time keeping your blood pressure normal. You can get stomach pain. You can get diarrhea.
Rice recently celebrated her only child's 11th birthday, something she says she wasn't sure she'd get to see. Of the 40 cases of MISC CHKD has treated between the start of the pandemic to the end of September, the most were in September because of the Delta variant. Across the country, more than 5,200 children have been diagnosed with the post-COVID complication. 46 children have died. Michelle Wolf, 10 on your side.